Your guy growing up in Texas, I know that losing to these Texas teams is never fun for you because where you come from. But when you kind of look back at the film, there's probably a million plays you want back. But what kind of stands out when you think about Saturday?
Well, first of all, there's a lot of good. Obviously, I think for the most part we put our butts off. Protectionally, I think we were a lot better than we have in the past 2 weeks. So I think that's definitely something we emphasized last week and definitely showed up. Obviously, there's a couple things early in the game where we couldn't get the run game going. That we just cleaned up late in the game. But if we would have gotten started a little earlier, I think it would have helped us a lot. But other than that, I mean, I think it's just the ability to start fast is something that we gotta keep working on.
Coach Lovey was just saying that the Arkansas defense has actually changed quite a bit during the season with some of the coaching changes. Have you gotten a chance to look much into Arkansas yet, and if so, what have you seen?
Yeah, a little bit. I mean, we started the game plan process today, and like you said, there's been a lot of change, a lot of movement, a lot of stuff like that. They've done a lot of different things on defense. So I think one thing that us in the O-line room has to emphasize is that the best part of the defense is up front. So I think if we just handle the four guys up front, I think we'll have a good chance on Saturday.
You guys up front obviously had a pretty good game overall Saturday, but Texas started getting a lot more pressure on that last drive of regulation, and then obviously the overtime drive got a lot of pressure. In your opinion, what kind of changed there up front in those last couple drives?
I mean, like you said, they just brought something we hadn't seen all game. I think just fundamentally we just have to be better. With our calls up front, relaying it to the running back behind us. We just have to work all together to protect anything they bring us.
Steve.
The Arkansas game was a tough one for you last year personally. Going on the road, SEC environment. How excited are you to go take the field this year and potentially come out with a dub?
I mean, I'm super excited. Obviously, any chance you get to play in a game at this conference, especially on the road, is a huge deal. Obviously, barring the past few weeks, you just got to flush what's happened. Just move on to the next game. And this next game is going to it's a huge step for us. And I think going into the week, have a good week of practice, show out on Saturday, and it's going to be a super exciting day.
What's just kind of the mental challenge or balance that you guys have right now, knowing that this team feels a lot better and looks a lot better than last year, and you're close in these games, but still just kind of coming up short? How do you just kind of balance those emotions and thoughts right now?
I think it's just a big deal to stay focused. Obviously, we're only a couple plays in each game away from being from 4-4 and 7-1. But I think just learning from the past 2 weeks, learning from those experiences, and then just flushing it and moving on to the next opponent. Because at the end of the day, no matter what happens on Saturday night, the sun rises on Sunday morning. So I think just like I said, learn from it and use what you learned as you go forward.
Oh.
We've seen Trevor Mayberry start to really emerge on the offensive line, and he had probably his best game Saturday. You played beside him. What have you seen from him last few weeks?
A lot of good. Obviously, he's grown in his role from the start of the season to now, and I think he's done a really good job, accepting, where he's at in the line. And I think, as we get going more and more into the season, next few weeks, I think he's going to see a lot more playing time and a lot more rotation. And up front, I'm super excited to play next to him. I think he's done a really good job.
Anything else for Canon? All right. Thanks.
Thanks.